Hey everyone, how's it going? My name's Phenomenal Steve, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you're having a great day. It's a Tuesday afternoon. I'm not showing myself today because I'm changing things up to see if it's any better or worse. I don't know what people like. Um, but we are going over my NFL Week 5 predictions. Last week I got 10 right and 6 wrong, I believe. So hopefully I can keep that winning part going. And we will be starting it off with the Thursday night football between the Denver Broncos and Indianapolis Colts. The Broncos had a great game against the Raiders, even though they came up short. And as for the Colts, they came up short against the Titans, just as I had predicted last week. Um, I think Russell Wilson's going to bounce back to his old self in this game and throw for more yards and more touchdown passes. And the defense of the Colts is not going to be as great from having the Titans last week. So I'm picking the Broncos in this game. Next up, we got the Miami Dolphins and New York Jets. The Jets had a really close but good game against the Steelers last week. They are 2-2 right now, and the Dolphins kind of got cheated on from what I heard. The Bengals were looking at their playbooks, so kind of disappointed that they lost one game so far. Um, but that's not happening with the Jets. I do think the Jets will keep it closer, but in the end, the Dolphins are going to come out on top. Moving on, we got the Bills and the Steelers. The Bills had a very close game against the Ravens last week, having a 17 or 20 point comeback. I really thought the Ravens were going to win that game after they were up 17-3. Um, but they shocked me. And again, the Steelers lost to the Jets last week. They are now down to 1-3. Uh, Mitch, not Mitch Trubisky. Kenny Pickett got the starting job over Mitch Trubisky, and so I think he's going to be the starter for this game. So best of luck to him. I don't think that they're going to win a game this week against the Bills, but I am looking forward to seeing him in the future. All right, moving on. We got the Texans and the Jaguars. Everyone's kind of making fun of the Raiders that they hadn't won a game until last week, but the Texans are 0-3-1, and it's a matter of time of whether they will win a game sooner than later or later than sooner. Against this Jaguars team, they came up just short against the Eagles. I did have them picked to beat the Eagles last week, but the Texans are going to be an easier team. Uh, Davis Mills, I believe is his name. Um, I don't know if he's the starting quarterback for the next few years, but for right now, he's doing pretty decent to help this Texans team. But I I don't remember the head coach of the Jaguars. Um, I don't remember his name, but I trust him over the Texans owner. So give me the Jaguars by probably 2 touchdowns. Chargers and Browns. It should be a game like it was either last year or 2 years ago. As a high scoring game. And I have the Chargers coming out on top. Not a whole lot to say about that game, but you know what I do got a lot to say about? The Lions. They lost again by 3 points in a huge scoring game against a team that I did not see coming from that. I don't know what I was saying. Uh, the Seahawks were a shocking team last week for me. More on them later, but the Lions lost. They are 1-3. Right now, I don't know about you guys, but I think the Lions are the best team in the NFC North. Even though they're a 1-3 team, their record's the worst out of everyone. I still like their chances a lot more than I like the Bears or the Packers or Vikings. And they're going up and playing in New England, a team that just lost. Um, I don't know. Give me the Lions, and I hope that they can bounce back to having a winning record. Titans and Commanders should be a lower scoring game. I'm picking the Titans. I don't trust Carson Wentz in Washington. I've said that before, and I think they need a new quarterback. Um, as far as Titan goes, this might be their third win in a row, so they are starting to bounce back to the team that they were last year. I don't think that they're going to be as good as they were last year, but they're on the right track right now. So they're going to keep it up, and I got the Titans over the Commanders. Uh, on London for the second week in a row, we got the Packers and the Giants. Giants having a pretty bad but good win over the Bears. They're 3-1. I think that their record should be at least 2-2. And as for the Packers, they are playing easy teams. They get the win in this one. And we are moving on to the Vikings and Bears. Bears did not play well. Well, they started to play well last week, but then the Giants took over. Um, they had a shot last week against the Bears on the very last play, but that just was no good. And the Vikings barely got a win over the Saints. But this week, I think they're going to be all over the Bears. I'm thinking that the Vikings are going to be having a blowout game against the Bears. So give me the Vikings in this one. The Saints are 1-3 right now, and if they really want to have a chance to be a good team, I think that they need to beat this team, the Seahawks, who had a great game last week. Um, Seahawks, I think, are playing on as an underrated team this year. I got them beating the Saints by a few points, and I believe Andy Dalton was the one who was over James Winston. I could be wrong. Um, but whoever the quarterback for the Saints was last week, I think is going to be the same quarterback for this week. And as far as Geno Smith goes, I like him over the Saints quarterback as of right now. Uh, so yeah, that's that. Buccaneers had a great game last week against the Chiefs, losing 41-31. And the Falcons, they played a close game, just as I had predicted. I had them winning it, and they did. But this week you go against the Bucks, and I do not have them winning it. The Bucks defense starting to let up a little bit, which is a bit surprising. So I think that they're going to bounce back in this game. 49ers on Monday Night Football had a great game, won it 24-9, I believe. And Panthers, I don't know what's going on with Baker Mayfield. He's starting to have a little bit of a downfall, but maybe that's just part of the storyline. I don't know. But give me the 49ers in this one. And we got Dallas at Los Angeles. Uh, I think both teams are doing pretty good, but one has to come out on top unless I have it as a tie, which I don't. And I'm picking the Cowboys to come out over the Rams. Rams are gonna suffer from a Super Bowl win. I don't have them going as back-to-back champions, and Dallas has been playing good, but they could be better. Moving right on down, we got the Eagles, who are the only undefeated teams left, playing in Arizona. I was gonna pick the Cardinals, but after what I saw, what from them this year, I have the Eagles coming out on top. My voice is starting to get a little bit dry, so I'm trying to hurry it up. Um, we got Sunday night football between the Bengals and the Ravens. Both teams are 2-2. Bengals kind of cheated last week, which is why they played well, I think. Um, I don't know. The Bengals seem to be a little bit desperate of victories after the Super Bowl hangover, and the Ravens just completely collapsed last week against the Bills. Um, I like the Bills' offense. I don't like their defense, and the Bengals' offense is not the best. So they still need to work on that, and so it's actually worse than what it was last year. So I am expecting a bit of a shootout between these two teams. And the team that I think is going to get the job done is going to be the Ravens. I could put this team as a tie for how good I think that the two are going to be matched up, but I don't think it's going to end as a tie. So I'm going to go with the Ravens. And last but not least, Monday Night Football, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, who had a great game last Sunday night against the Las Vegas Raiders. I hope the Raiders can keep it up the winning from last week. But against this Chiefs defense, I just don't trust it. So I am picking Kansas City over Las Vegas. So that's my week 5 NFL prediction. So hope you all enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. Be sure to subscribe for more episodes like this. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see. And I hope you all have a great day, great week, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.